50 facts to get to know me better. 50 fun facts about me. Now, I've done this video once before, back before I showed my face on the channel, but the video's not there anymore, so I wanted to redo it. So let's flip to the center of the book. So let's start. The first fact about me is I am 26 years old. And my birthday is in October. I'm a Libra. Right on the verge of being a Scorpio. But I have the same birthday as my grandfather. And when my mom gave birth to me, I'm the first grandchild. My grandfather always used to never accept gifts on his birthday. He would always, say send it back, return it, whatever. And my mom's like, well, here's one gift that I can't return. Your grandchild. And yeah, so I was born in October. The next fact is my little brother actually introduced me to ASMR probably close to 10 years ago now. I still remember the very first video I watched. It was a gentle whispering video where she is tapping on a little wooden brush, and it's very relaxing. And I remember I got, a bird just flew by. I remember I got tingles the very first time I ever watched it, and I got the tingles in my ears. Does anybody else get tingles in their ears? But I thought it was very relaxing, and then I got hooked, and I would just watch videos all the time. I still have ASMR going all the time. The third fact is I play piano. I love piano. It's the only instrument that I play. I used to play bass guitar kind of when I was a teenager, and I was in the school rock band. Believe it or not. I literally had no friends. I was so shy and antisocial, but yet I was in the rock band. And it was so much fun. I remember we got to perform on stage and for the parents and stuff and for the school. And I would wear my Converse and keep my guitar pick in my shoe, and I thought it was so cool. I recently just found the old home videos of my rock band performance, and I looked like a loser. I had a turtleneck on with my Converse, rewatching it for probably the 6th time. The 3rd time with just Grant alone. We're rewatching it together. We both love it so much, and it's kind of our fun lockdown show. We've seen everything else. And my favorite character, other than Ned, because I love Ned, is probably Sansa. And I know a lot of people hate Sansa, but in the books, I just related to her a lot. I don't know. But I really like her, so she's my favorite character other than Ned. I feel like Ned is probably my favorite. But I loved all the characters. I can't even choose. My screensaver for like 3 years was King Joffrey. Like, being like grabbed away by the hound. I thought it was so funny. It just made me laugh every time I saw it. So, number 8 is my favorite book series, is Outlander. I think I'm on like the 7th book. I basically read a book every year, so I've been on it for 7 years. And I love that series so much. Never got into the TV show though. I think I saw about 3 seasons, but to me the TV show just, I don't know, it doesn't hit the same way as the books. The books are so awesome. Definitely read them if you're into like historical fiction with some time travel and romance and drama. The first book was the best. Number 9 is my celebrity idol. I actually have a picture of them right over there, and it is a signed picture. My celebrity idol is David Attenborough, Sir David Attenborough, from the BBC. If anybody has seen Planet Earth or Life or Planet Earth is like the big thing that he's known for, but he's been in a lot of stuff. He's a naturalist, I think that's what they're called, and a TV personality, and he's had, you know, a lot of his life has been on air, and I actually have 2 of his books as well up in my bookshelf. But I love David Attenborough. He's actually the reason that I have a production company. He's the reason that I went into media production, because I wanted to be him. I wanted to go travel the world and film animals and, you know, work for National Geographic, maybe produce a segment for, Planet Earth, National Geographic, something like that. But I ended up, I'm not opposed to that idea, but I'm a wuss, so I would not survive very well out in the bush. Yeah. Number 10 is my celebrity crush. I'll give you a second. Can you guess who it is? Write it down below who you think. Probably you're gonna be wrong, because my celebrity crush is Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller, he's so cute. Love Ben Stiller. I also went through my big Josh Hutcherson phase. I remember being like maybe 14, and I really did not want to go to the movies that day, but my mom's like, we're going. I was like, fine. And we were going to see this movie called Firehouse Dog. I was younger than 15, I was maybe like 12. I don't know. We were going to see this movie called Firehouse Dog that Josh Hutcherson is in. And I remember sitting in the theater and the movie started, and I was like, oh, fine, I can sit through this. Like, I'll endure it. He's really hot. It's so funny. Yeah, but then he ended up becoming like a proper star. But I also really like Josh Hartnett from Pearl Harbor. swimming that I don't like is I don't like getting my hair wet. Now, I don't mind swimming in like a lake or something, but I hate getting my hair wet. Like, I hate it. Hate. To me, that is one of the most disgusting feelings, is like wet hair. No thanks. Even when I shower, I have to like blow dry my hair, bone dry afterwards, because I cannot stand it. Okay, number 21 is I have asthma, so I can't really run or do physical activity for a long period of time without like basically dying and needing my rescue inhaler. So fun. So obviously I am compromised with the pandemic going on. Definitely, I've been hospitalized for my asthma numerous times just by like having a common cold or like a common flu. I've been in like an oxygen tent, all that jazz. So I do not want to get COVID. Number 22, I am German and British and Norwegian and Scottish, and I said that so weird, Scottish, and Irish, and what's the other one I'm thinking of? Swedish, and Croatian, and those are my main. I'm mostly German, British, and Norwegian, Swedish. Those are my main origins. My ancestors are from those places. But surprisingly, I'm mostly German, and I didn't actually know that until doing a DNA test. Number 23, my favorite animals are any of the big cats, which is funny because I'm a dog person, but I love tigers and lions and cougars, and I love the big cats. Number 24, if I could be an animal for a day, I would be a peregrine falcon, because they fast. They're the fastest bird when they're in a dive, and I feel like that would be so much fun to experience. Number 25, my favorite Disney movie is Cinderella, like the OG cartoon Cinderella. When I was a kid, my mom would put it on the TV for me, like a VHS, and as soon as it ended, she would have to rewind it. Do you guys remember that? If you had a VHS player, like the horror of wanting to watch your favorite movie, and like it was all the way at the end, and you had to like rewind the whole thing. But she would have to rewind it and start it again, because I would just watch it over and over and over again. Number 26 is my favorite artist. It's Banksy. I just think it's really cool how nobody knows his identity, and I don't know, I was really interested by Banksy. I went to his art. He had like an art pop-up here in Canada that I went to. Really interesting. And then when we were in London 2 summers ago, we went on a Banksy tour and saw a bunch of his art and like some other street art. It was really fun. Very interesting. Number 27, my favorite color is turquoise. I love turquoise. It's so beautiful, like the color of the ocean. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I wear black like every day except today. Apparently I'm wearing green. But black that's the color I wear all the time. 28, I love any movie with Saoirse Ronan in it, and I think I've seen all of her movies. I think I have all of her movies, and I loved her since like her first movie. with stuff, and I've like planned my own funeral literally 100 times. But it's, all jokes aside, like it's really difficult to deal with hypochondria and anxiety and, you know, social anxiety and all that kind of stuff. I've dealt with it for a very long time. Like I'm talking, I was a child dealing with this stuff, and I've been getting a lot better. I've been definitely to therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy, guys, to deal with anxiety, and I had a lot of like OCD related stuff like body dysmorphia and that kind of stuff. But therapy's great. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not crazy. You're just human. And I've been taking like omega pills, like omega supplements for my mental health, especially for anxiety. And I take about 3 to 4 a day. And I cannot even begin to tell you how much it helps, really and truly. These are the ones I take. I just thought about it because they were right beside me, just in case. I get them from my naturopath. I go to a regular doctor too, but I also go to a naturopath for other stuff. And I've been taking those for a few months, and they are actually working wonders, and I highly recommend talking to your doctor about it. There have been many studies done, like proper medical studies, that when you're taking omega in a high enough amount each day, that it actually does improve anxiety. So, okay, number 43. I love Ruffles all dressed chips, and I also love Lay's salt and vinegar, and I also love Lay's ketchup chips. If you're Canadian, you know what I'm talking about. 44. I hate sauce, and I hate it so much, and the reason I just rolled my eyes is because I got something, I sound so Canadian, from Tim Hortons this morning, and they put sauce on it, and it was disgusting. I had to choke it down. But I hate sauce on sandwiches, on wraps, on hamburgers, on hot apologize for the lack of videos lately. Grant and I have just been, chilling, enjoying time together because we've been apart for almost, for 3 weeks. So we are a couple first and foremost, and we need our time to be a couple. So thank you for watching, and we will get back on posting more regularly. I hope you enjoyed